We are. This is my first stream of this on the shorts feed, so we'll see how this goes. At least I hope I'm on the shorts feed. I've never tried this, and if I'm not in the shorts feed, then oh well, we'll get it next time. I had to do a really weird setup for this. Let me just make sure we are live real quick. But we should be showing up on the shorts feed, which it looks like we are. So that's good. I think we're showing up on the shorts feed instead of usual, so that's good. This will probably help grow us a little bit. But yeah, like I said, it's just cottons. What's up, Blue? We're gonna be doing cottons and maybe a tub clean after that. But I don't want to be out here forever like I usually am. I don't feel like that tonight. Depending on how long cottons takes, that might be it, honestly. I'm not sure. The vertical live feed, which is accessible from the shorts feed. That's good to know. That's good to know. Because I've scrolled the shorts feed and I've seen these before. So I thought that's how this works, but it's basically the same thing. So get a couple of scoops of Kirkland in here and we'll call it good. Yep, that'll be good. Some would argue that's too much, but if you rinse your clothes properly, it won't be. And when you have a machine like this that does turbo wash, those extra suds are very fun to play with. All right. I aerosolized it. I should not have done that. We'll go. Jesus. Okay. We'll go normal, cold, no spin, because I'll just do it myself like always. Fabric softener and extra rinse with water plus. That should be good for this. I don't think we'd need anything else for this load. See if I can add some extra light to this. That'll do the trick. Because, like, with you too, Kieran, I've seen your vertical streams a couple of times, and they just show up as, they show up in the actual shorts feed. That's why I was wondering. Because I actually do scroll the shorts feed more than I'd like to admit. Sounds like there's water in there. Genuine question, because I've considered doing it recently. Would you guys like to see a video on the stupid GE dryer? Because I might make a video, just a full cycle video on it. I don't think it would gain much traction, but it'd be fun. It's not about views as much as just having fun anyways. If I can get the light over it like that, it'd be perfect. Actually, there's not much of a difference, but still. Maybe I can shove it in this drawer that has the Downy bowl in it. I mean, I'll take it. That's good enough. Better than what we had before. Yeah, no, because let me tell you guys, this thing takes forever to dry. And then when you set it to an actual sensor dry cycle, it never does. Now, it might be partially because, it's in the garage. And so in the winter, it takes like forever to dry a load of towels. I think the most we've ever had was like 3.5 hours. How did I get the LEDs? I plugged them in over here. Right there. And then that runs through the actual bottom of the machine. And... oh, God, it's going to cabrio. It runs through the bottom of the machine, up through the cabinet, and then around this ring right here. And through the dispenser as well. Oh, God. This is painful to watch. I'm walking away. Please add more water. Thank you. I am not really a fan of front loaders, I can't lie. And the thing about front loaders is... oh, I've unscrewed the wrong screw. The thing about front loaders is this. They actually don't... oh, God, I'm going to add water plus. They don't add... it's not that they don't... that they spin faster and they dry. Because they do spin faster. But my sister has basically the identical front loader to this machine. It has its drum is not as wide as this. Her machine spins at 1,200. Mine spins at 1,000. So at the end of the day, it's basically the same. And I've used both machines, and they're roughly the same. God, that's not enough water, but I'm going to let it do wave force. The thing I don't like about the cotton cycle is that even though it, even though it's meant for cottons, it never uses enough water. So I'm going to have to press water plus again when it's done doing this. And yeah, I love the W184. My two favorite Wascomats, actually, my three favorite are the W184, the 640, and the 125, which I haven't had the ability to use yet because they're, like, super far away. Wascomats are very rare in my state. At least maybe in my area, I'm not sure. If I don't get enough water, there's always something I can do about it. That's why I don't mind, really. What wash good? The Wascomats or these? Because I can tell you any Wascomat's gonna wash great. I think genuinely Wasco might be the one... Sorry. Wasco and Dexter. They are the two companies that actually... that actually keep making quality products. Their products have not gone down in quality. Okay. Wascomat, maybe a little. Not Dexter. Okay, it's adding more water. It's not stupid. I think it might be doing this because I just did a towels bob load in this literally yesterday, so it might remember that. And it won't let me add water plus anymore. But near the end of the cycle, it will add more water because I did a modification. Instead of using the bleach dispenser, which we rarely use anyways, it goes through the softener dispenser. Oh, wow. That's good wave force. I haven't seen wave force like that in a while. That jet right there is always the strongest one, and I'm not sure why. That was really good. More water? Yep. Right now it's doing the less brisk agitation, but it will pick up. The blue one is the strongest. This is the spray rinse jet. Oh, that explains it. Yeah, Dexter is an employee-owned company. Speed Queen hasn't bought them yet. They're not Alliance yet. It's about time. Samsung is terrible now. Samsung is absolutely awful. You might see the light hanging off on that corner, but it's specifically there to do that. It's wrapped around. They're all wrapped around the suspension, which means that as the tub moves, they also move, so they can't fall off if it goes unbalanced. All right, gang. Here's what we're gonna do, though. Let me prop the lid down. I'm thirsty as hell. So I've got a couple of these. And they call these tea, but they're not actually tea. It's just juice. So I've got some actual tea here, and we're going to mix them and see what happens. The ad wash is exactly when they started falling off, I can't lie. Yeah, no, that's incredibly mid. It's just juice. There's no tea in there. I bought tea for a reason. Now we add actual tea. Should drink Tide? I got some. I think it would be absolutely delicious. Scrumptious, even. And we even got the snacks to go with them. All right, let's get back into it. Tide is mid. It's just that I have this mini bottle that hasn't been used in months, so it says a lot. These, though, these are great. I love these. Because these are just incredible. Oh, screw you, man. Maybe add more water and then it'll actually go for it. Nope, it's just going to give up. Sometimes it does that. We might have a small towels load we can do. My tablet not charging. That's why. God, did you hear the suspension there? Does my dryer look like my washer? Oh, I wish. Nope, that is a complete and utter GE shitbox. And I want it dead. I hate it. It's so bad. I'd slam the door right now, but I've got too much precious stuff sitting on top of it right now. My dream dryer, hold on, here we go. No bleach dispenser activation, we get softener instead. Which means increased water level. Dream dryer is, I've got two. Three actually. My first one, this is the order of I can get them in and I'd be very happy. First of all, the easiest, the hardest to get actually, would be a set of stackable Electrolux Professional dryers. Like the commercially available ones. If that is not possible, which it likely won't be, Then a Maytag Neptune dryer cabinet, which is going to be incredibly rare to find, so it's probably not going to happen either. So my third choice, which is also going to be hard to find, but I could probably find it eventually, is one of the LG mega capacity dryers, the ones that are like 9 cubic feet, I think. So I can finally get something to actually have the capacity of this one. And it's LG, so it'll match. Alright, see ya. By the way, guys, you might be skeptical on it. I know I was at first, but this is actually a really good detergent. I don't know if I can actually, like, live without this now that I have it. It's really good. Although, get the sensitive version, because that's actually non-biological. That's the, it's like the only non-bio that America has, I believe. So I think I'll be doing that. We're down to 2 viewers. Hopefully the short feeds does us right. Should sprinkle in some OxyClean for good measure. That Oxy doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It seems to kind of just be resting on top of the suds. It'll do wave force and then we're good. Stream isn't random. We got one thing we're doing, and that one thing is washing. Wave force. Please actually succeed and go through with it. Slower speed. Ooh, that's good. Oh, that is nice. That was really nice. Slower speed, but those jets were great. And now we sit there and do nothing. There's a mouse in your house? I could rhyme, but I don't have the time. All right. The question is, when are we going to rinse? It'll likely be in a couple minutes. It's in the washer. Cottons. Lots of cottons. Mostly shirts. There we go. Oh, there we go, yeah. That's good lighting there. I should buy another softener. I usually just use my mom's softener, but she bought this, and it's just like, I'm not a fan. I don't like the look of it. It smells good, but I don't like the way that bear looks at me. What I need to get is a big, fresh bottle of this, because it's, like, empty, basically. Suavitel is genuinely the best. I grew up with the with that yellow stuff, but I actually grew up with the yellow stuff and Arm & Hammer. So it's nostalgic to me, but I don't like Arm & Hammer still. It's just okay. But the best Suavitel softener, let me go get it. It's this stuff right here. I have yet to find this in a big bottle, so I keep having to get the tiny bottles. The Waterfall Mist, I love this stuff. It's genuinely the best. We're going through Wave Force. But yeah, if you guys could tell me if this is in a full bottle, please do. Because I'm just saving this for a special occasion. Again, that's really good Wave Force. See, that's the thing. I was gonna say that the best Suavitel was the blue one, but there's multiple blue ones. Yeah, it's more of a... This one's actually more of a teal, so you could argue that. And now we're doing nothing again. Toothbrush. I don't know why I threw that in there. It's just a cleaning toothbrush anyways. Looks like we're about to start draining. Rinsing time, baby. Wow. That drain pump doesn't sound good. Oh, wait, I know. It's it vibrating up against the recycling bin. We're fine. See, I wanted to do that, but my mom doesn't trust the Fabuloso, and I really want to do it. I'll get a bottle of it at some point and do it, though. Anything that goes in this machine besides softener or detergent, I mean, even bleach, she gets a little upset at. Any of those things that go in this machine, she thinks are going to break it. That includes most tub cleaners. It's a strange, a very, very strange irony. What's up, Jerome? Let me guess, it's gonna do that weird drip dry thing. Yep. Should we add a third rinse for the sillies? I think we should add a third rinse for the sillies. Nope, we're too far and it won't let me. Oh well. 2 is good enough. My mom buys the Cascade gel. We're not a fan of Finish because it just doesn't dissolve in our dishwashers. I think it might be something of the fact that we have, I would go as far as to say diabolically hard water. Like, it's something that a Disney villain, or just a cartoon villain in general, would do to the city's water. That's how hard it is. I mean, it's a miracle that straight rocks don't come out of our sinks. That might be a little exaggerated, but kind of. Not really. And I also like the Cascade Platinum pods because they actually do produce more suds. And even though they're not supposed to sud in a dishwasher, I do appreciate the suds. I wish that wasn't in the middle like that. But oh well. What pods do I like best for machines? These bad boys. Because, good lord, are they ginormous. Like, that's not really a, that's basically to scale. The text says enlarged. Oh, I'm sorry. The text on here actually says actual size, if you can read that. And it's only slightly wrong. They're expensive, but oh my gosh, they work. See, here's the thing. I love the Persil, I used to love the Persil pods. But ever since they stopped making the versions that are the 4-compartment discs, they went downhill significantly. I don't like them anymore. I love me some Persil liquid, but other than that, no. I'm good on Persil. You gotta wash twice to get them half as clean, except for this. You only gotta wash twice to get them just as clean. I'm just kidding. It's alright. You just gotta make sure that you don't put it on the wrong setting. My mother. She speed washes blankets. It's terrible. The pods I'm using are those Tide Power Pods. But I'm using Costco brand powder, which is my favorite powder. It's very, very strong. I'm just gonna say this. My top 3 detergents for each category. For liquid, it's gotta be the original Gain. The scent is great, it suds great. Gain is just great for liquid overall. When it comes to powder, the Costco powder in the giant bucket. See it, Kiernan. Because it suds really good. It's very alkaline compared to everything else. And it's just overall really good. It's lemon scented too, which is great. And then of course for pods, it's got to be those Tide Power Pods. For soap flakes, if you really want to dig into that, Zote is really the only option. Pine Sol, I love Pine Sol, but like I said, because of my mother, I'm probably not going to be able to use it in this machine ever. Among the other things that she does. I know, I love the smell of Pine Sol. But we all gotta admit, there was nothing better than when we were kids and we would wake up and our parents had just used some of this, the Lemon Pledge. I love this stuff. What rinse aid do I use? Honestly, whatever the cheapest stuff is. I haven't really noticed a difference. All I know, the only difference I notice with the rinse aid is that there is a major difference of when you don't use it and when you do use it. So I just get whichever one's the cheapest. It ends up working out for me in the long run. What's strange is that rinse aid suds, and I didn't know that until recently. See, I really don't like using exclusively one product. I just can't make that kind of commitment. For fabric softener, you use Snuggle, and I have the same thing, and I wish it was Suavitel instead, which I do have Suavitel, but it's like almost empty, so I'm probably going to kill that off on this stream. I grew up on Suavitel. I know all the scents. Field Flowers is like my third favorite. It's pretty mid-range, but I like it. I've got a wrench. All right. just not going to be able to pull this down very quickly, so I shall resort to the broom handle. It's not like it's not capable, it's just that this is faster. Oh, I'm getting agitated. Oh, I don't want to hit the light. Just want to pop those air bubbles. I had to do this with pillows for like the entire rinse cycle. Alright, good enough. Wave force will do the rest for me. It doesn't say it's on spin. I have no spin enabled, so I can do it in test mode. Yeah, I do all of the spins in test mode because I can get the full 1,000 RPMs. You know, Jerome, I've always wondered, actually, because I've just never had an answer to this, really. Do you use, like, a Braille keyboard or something? I'm sorry if it's, like, a offensive question or something. I'm not really sure if it is or not, but I've just genuinely been curious as to how blind users use keyboards. Or if you guys have just... I'm sure that many have just memorized keyboard layouts. Oh, I think that's Russian. Privyat. Alright, yeah, that's a really interesting, that's just a really interesting thing that I've always thought about. That's a nice jet right there. Oh, look at that one. You guys kind of can't see it. Well, it's gone now. There, I'll put this up for Linux. I know hello in Russian, but I do not know anything else, unfortunately. There we go. Yeah, Eat Smart, if you could just, like, do that for them, because I can't do Google Translate in the live chat like that. Because this is on my phone through YouTube directly. And that's how I think I got the... I think I'm on the shorts feed now, which is nice. I wish it could use some more water, but it doesn't look like we're getting any. Oh well, we got 2 rinses. We're going to use 2 rinses. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It might look like a good amount of water, but they're for a rinse, I'd like there to be like 2 inches fully submerged at least. That's just how I like it. Bloom action like this is great for washing, not rinsing. We used to have a matched front load set. It was a 2005 GE fabric care set, but one of the paddles broke on it, and so we got this one instead. No, I never had the GE dryer. It was the fabric care GE dryer, and then that eventually the drum got misplaced inside. One of the rollers basically died. And so we got the other GE instead, the complete and total shit box, because my mom is brand loyal to GE. I mean, hold on, like, you guys might think I'm joking when I say this, but let me take you into the kitchen real quick. It is laughable. Oh, I left the light on. Okay, well, I'm glad I came in here. LG dishwasher, that was my suggestion. GE. It's funny because this thing's broken technically. Random microwave, and then yeah. I think I left the light on at least. Yeah, I did. Your GE microwave lasted 10 years because it was an old GE. It was one of the good ones. Replaced with LG? Oh, did it explode? I've heard that LG fridges have been exploding. Wait, LG was bought by Haier? There's no way, right? Because they're like an entire electronics company. I mean, it would make sense given the current track they're going down, but like... I know GE was bought by Haier, but I was... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. You know what? Just for you, Jerome. See, and look, the softener dispenser is full of water. What's up with that? Why does this softener dispenser never work? What is wrong with it? Come on out. There's nothing wrong with this. Come on, man. Get back in there. Skip the drip dry. And you know what? Just for you, Jerome, we're gonna use Snuggle. We're just gonna eyeball it. Add some more. That's probably good. Let's go for it. Make it not use the softener and spray rinse instead. That's what I'm doing. I have it permanently set up this way. So the way that the actual things are set up is the hot and cold valves are the same. And then the spray rinse valve is actually just completely... Wait, no, what? I gotta think. What is the spray rinse valve connected to? Okay, spray rinse valve is connected to softener. Softener is connected to bleach. Spray rinse valve is connected to nothing. So it's hot, cold, and then nothing, and then fabric softener, and then bleach. The bleach dispenser stays inactive the entire time. Spray rinse filling or washing like the Cabrio did. Why LG did not do that blows your mind. I'll tell you why, because I figured it out myself. Filling the entire drum takes 5 minutes with the detergent dispenser. Filling it with solely the spray rinse valve takes 12 minutes. That's why they did that. The softener dispenser is supposed to dispense when softener is on, but I have switched around the contacts inside the control board so that it can, when it thinks it's doing something, it's actually using a different valve. That's why on spray rinse, that's why on bleach dispenser activation, you'll see it running the softener dispenser. Should have been an engineer for LG. I'm only 16. I appreciate it. You know what? I think I'm gonna record an entire, I think I'll just record an entire fill after this. No close or anything. Just record an entire fill from empty to full with the spray rinse jet for you. See, I would design future washers, but the thing is, restrictions and stuff, they'd have to be pieces of junk, and I don't want to be responsible for those. Alright, softener time. Which washer do I think had the biggest transmission? There's a lot of answers to that, actually. Probably something commercial like industrial laundry. Now see, it's using the spray rinse jet because it thinks that it's doing fabric softener, but the fabric softener has been rewired to the spray rinse jet. I'm not talking about Speed Queen, I'm talking about serious industrial laundry, like the people who build the machines that are capable of like 400 to 500 pound capacities. I've always wanted to redesign this spray jet. I never really got it. It should be aimed so that it just points down and into the corner like that, like what I'm doing right now. It ideally should be doing that, but it doesn't. Yeah, like tunnel washers. Although they don't really use transmissions because, well, because they don't shift into spin. Some of the extractors do, though. They shift, they actually entirely tilt upwards and then fill with water. It's like a giant wave force. It's crazy. I don't remember who did that. Maybe it was the Passat group. I've never seen a tunnel washer either, but I do have this this little commercial laundry near me that I'm going to actually call soon and see if I can go visit at some point. They have Unimax, but no tunnel washers from the looks of it. Never heard an Encore top loader run. I believe that they're just going to be Whirlpool VMWs, basically. I know the Big LT has some at a laundromat near him. He actually just sent me pictures of them. Yeah, here's the pictures the Big LT sent me. As you can see, it's got that agitator. I'm not a fan of it. It's got the Encore controls. Here's a close-up of those. And that's a close-up of the agitator. The agitator is, think it's reminiscent of the Speed Queen TR7, but instead of 4 straight vanes, it's 3. Okay, that's sad. I'm not even getting the broom this time. There we go. That'll start it up enough. Wave force will seriously help too. What cycles and options are there? It's the same as the crossovers. It is hot, cold, warm, delicate, and the options are heavy soil and extra rinse. It's wave force time. Never mind. We aren't doing wave force. The softener doesn't dispense because I don't put softener in the dispenser. I add it in myself. But for when my mom uses the washer, and since she uses speed wash anyways, it's technically the correct thing anyways, the softener dispenser will activate when the bleach dispenser activates. When I added the softener in, I put it into the detergent dispenser so that it would flush in first. First in the rinse cycle. I didn't add it originally when there was detergent. I added it in right before the instrument spin. I think the agitation is probably similar to a Maytag 565. Hang on, I'm trying to look at this, but it's so slow. You're right. Wait, he's right. This is this is literally an Encore top loader, just... Okay. We figured this out. The Encore top loader is a glorified higher belt drive. So it's basically a Maytag 565. Or not really, it's more of a GE kinda. I'm not sure because there's no videos of it running, but actually we might have just found a video of it running, but in a home setting. I'm not sure if the machine runs during that video. It's only 1:24. And it doesn't look like it agitates in that video, it just fills. So that's a bit of a shame. But if you're interested, it is essentially a higher supercapacity washer. That is the equivalent of the Encore. Just look up, yeah, he just sent the link in the live chat. All right. I would say that that's probably rinsed enough, but just in case, I'm going to let this start agitating, throw it into test mode, do some wave force with the impeller, because that'll definitely be fun to watch. I don't think I've showcased this outside of just sending clips on Discord. But as you can see here, this is the test mode, and it's filling. This is the hot valve. This is the cold valve. That's hot valve. This is supposed to be softener dispenser, but it does spray rinse jet. The fourth one does nothing because this is supposed to be the softener activation, and the softener is not plugged in. The bleach dispenser is plugged into the softener dispenser. So what happens is, it is just rewired, essentially. And the bleach dispenser never activates, which is fine because if you use these, it rusts out the entire side of the washer anyways. Anyways, let's watch wave force happen with the impeller. And since it's got weight, it fires right up. It doesn't appear to like this at all. That you can see the tub moving back and forth because the torque of it. And it's tying my clothes in a knot. Let's fix that. Good enough, we're about to spin it anyways. Now to throw it into the real test mode. We'll let it spin drain, and then we'll actually throw it into spin for 1,000 RPMs. You found a video of it running? All right, here we go. It's time for the final 1,000 RPM spin. Is it shaking the floor? And my camera's shaking? Oh no, my camera's not shaking. Quit making that noise! God, I wish I still had 2 of the screws to the back plate of the machine, because that noise sure does get annoying. Quiet! There we go. I should put something back there to prevent it from making that noise. What can I put back there? Let's see. Or I could just remove that back plate entirely and never deal with it again. But I don't want to do that. Well, if the back plate is that important, then I'm kind of screwed because it's missing 2 screws, and it has been for months. Alright. What are you guys thinking we do after this? Should we run a tub clean? I mean, look at that impeller cap. It kind of needs it. Although I think that's my fault and it's never going to be shiny again because I decided to use oven cleaner to try to wipe down the machine. And that went well for the stainless steel, not well for the plastics. Or we could probably do some wool stuff. I'm probably going to do some wool stuff anyways because I'm probably going to record the dryer. And I'm probably going to record that for you, honestly. It does look kind of nice, but I wish it was still chrome. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob. Why is everything chrome? See, the thing about test mode in this machine and why I always do spins in them is because you get clothes that come out literally combined. Like, this is 3 items just in one clump. You don't get that with a normal spin in these machines. Because they limit. Because they're stupid. Yeah, this stream is getting kind of long anyways, so I think we should do a tub clean. Let's see, what can I do? Oops. Well, I've got off-brand Tide. Alright, man. Have a good night. I've got off-brand Tide washer cleaner, and I guess that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to grab a box cutter. Alright, here we go. Yeah, well, there's 7 people watching, but it's just that you are, you're the only one typing. Which is fine, I don't mind it. Get out. Get out. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna add a second packet. One never seems to be enough for this machine anyways. The participants screen only shows up for a live chat. On my end, I can see that there's 6 people watching right now. There are also some people that don't have public accounts, and so they don't show up. I love having a random wooden workbench that we don't really care about, so I can just cut it with a box cutter to cut things open. Couple of packets of some off-brand washer cleaner. Go in. Oops. First, actually, going to shift it into agitate. Okay, that's not it. Now that's fully in agitate. Hot. Things are about to get steamy in here. Not in that kind of way, but... Oh, that hire is tiny. It's adorable. You should go to sleep, man. If you've got a busy day, absolutely should go to sleep. Why is it sudding? You shouldn't be sudding, right? You're a washer cleaner, right? You shouldn't be sudding. Get in there. Seems to be all gone. Let's check that water temperature. Oh, the Europeans are crying right now. 46C in... 40C in the tub. 44 it says, actually. The suds are pretty low. What about in the dispenser? How hot do they get in the dispenser? 47. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He kind of has a reason to be an asshole to you after everything that's happened. But he felt like I wasn't exactly reading his messages, and so he's a little upset. It's totally reasonable. I get why he's upset. But yeah, you know, I can't respond to everyone, especially when there's a total flow of a lot of people like there was at the beginning of the stream. I don't know. Here's the weird thing. Everyone's getting upset today. First it was Maddox, then it was me, and now it's Kiernan. What's going on? Like, that's just a weird pattern I just noticed. It's probably completely arbitrary, but it's very strange. You can't lie. It's very strange. I really want to add oxy to this, but I'm not sure if that's bleach powder. So, who knows? And we got 0 viewers now. I've never seen that. I've usually seen like 1, but no, we are 0. That's crazy. Timothy, I can't lie. That's hella disrespectful. You do know that the only reason you're doing this is because you have a slightly different belief than him. And you know, I kind of like you now. I don't like you because of the homophobic stuff. I want to make that entirely clear. But there comes a time where we do need to band together, and I feel like this is one of those for the Allen situation. So you're not that bad. I can't lie. There's worse people out there, definitely. But I can't lie. That's one of the worst things you've done. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Look at that up there. It's changing the number. It's right on the edge of 35 and 36. It was, like, just constantly changing the number a second ago. I'm upset that I missed that. Anyways. Let's do impeller wave force now. That's not a good noise at all. That's a really, really bad noise. I knew something was up at the start. I think I might have misshifted it. We're just gonna do wave force the classic way, I guess. Oh, we're going straight into it. Oh, the steam coming out of this thing right now. And the suds coming out of this too. Holy crap. This is insane. Oh, it's trying to throw them over the sides. Well, that is a tub clean if I've ever seen one. Holy shit. I need to buy more of these. That is a tub clean if I've ever seen one. Holy Jesus. Let's run that back. Let's do that again. Except instead of wave force, let's throw it into the agitation. Can't let it go too fast, it'll throw suds over. Shoot, I went one too far. Now I've got to redo that. If it squeaks on this agitation here, then it might just be something with like the hot water. It's not, it's just going. So I think I misshifted it. And it is agitating properly. It just doesn't really look like it. I think I should try that again and see what happens. Because that was very interesting. T4 now only says 40. Hang on a minute. Look at that. It only says 40. It usually says 150. Okay, I've got to get ready to skip this if something happens. Yeah, listen to that. You hear that? That's weird. Oh, I know what's going on. The time has come. This washer is on its last... It's on its last legs. This is the fate that every LG washer succumbs to. Damn. Damn. They all start doing this. They start making that squeaking sound, and then the impeller fucking falls off. Oh. Oh, damn it. Alright, well, it's had a good run, I guess. I'm obviously going to keep using it until it actually does fall off, or I'm going to try to fix it. Setting this to bedding now. That's good. That's a shame. I really wanted this to last forever. I'm gonna take this out real quick. That is a lot of water. I'm not sure if you're being serious about Kieran having anger issues, but if he actually does have them, then I'm not just gonna ignore him because of that. That's kind of messed up. I likely won't let this go through the entire cycle. I'm probably gonna just end it at the start of the rinse, because I'm just gonna throw drop clothes in after this. It doesn't really need a rinse because of that. Yeah, shattering a window on stream doesn't exactly sound like a very healthy thing to do. I can't lie. I believe that was my tripod hitting the cabinet. I wonder what the temperature is now. Yeah, that's my tripod hitting the cabinet. 38°C, that's better than it usually is. What's up, man? I agree. I agree with you. Bullying's bad. There are times when it's needed. Pedophiles. I think that's a valid reason to bully someone if they're a pedophile. But yeah, I agree. But I mean, I've had friends who were also taught to just be like that by their parents. So I get where Timothy's coming from here. It's decreased the water temperature significantly, but oh well. We'll get better action. There we go. Now we're up to 40 again. 41, actually. So, that's good. That's a good temperature right there. Yeah. I'm going to let it do the agitub sequence, and then I'll throw it into test mode, spin it a little bit, and call it good. And I think I'll end the stream off there. What's up, Jerome? I agree. I think they both should do their share of chores. I think the one time that wouldn't apply is if one of them is disabled in some way. Like, a person in a wheelchair probably shouldn't be vacuuming the house if there's another person to do it for them. That just kind of seems a bit disrespectful because they're physically challenged there. I appreciate it. I've been bullied for the same reason as well, but, you know, it's just how stuff is now, I guess. Looks like we're getting agitub here, so... Oh, that's great action there. That's really good. Oh, yeah, that looks good right there. Tub clean suds cake in an LG? Heck yes. Stick around for a couple more minutes. You'll see some real wave force. This isn't even wave force. This is just agitub. I'm doing a tub clean on the bulky bedding cycle. I'm gonna go inside, grab some AirPods, and I'll come back out. Damn! Kieran just timed out Timothy for however long that is. Bro's gonna be timed out for another 1.5 years, it looks like. I think. I don't know. I don't know how long that was. Tired of this. Drain. You've cleaned enough. Timothy just got timed out by Kieran for 86,000 seconds, I think. I think that's only like an hour, actually. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a day. And he's back on another account. And now we play the game of whack-a-mole until I end the stream in a few minutes anyway, so it's not really worth it. Kieran, don't bother timing him out again. The stream's going to be over in a few minutes. It's not worth it. Good enough. That works. Yeah, no, Timothy was being insincere. Definitely. What would you expect? It's Timothy. I mean, it's nice that he's siding with us for something, because the Allen situation is very, very bad. But, I mean, come on. Alright, now we're going to go into test mode, like we usually do. Never mind, we haven't drained enough for that. I'm just going to keep the lid closed, because we're going to be doing it in a second. I really need to find the level at which it just turns off. Looks like we got some chunky bits floating in the water. I think that's the level right there, actually. We'll try that. Yep, that's it. All right, I hope you're still here, my boy, because you're about to see what some real wave force looks like. This is what happens when you throw it in test mode and you really get wave force going. Focus on this, please. That's wave force. Korea didn't mess around when they made these things. Set it to final spin mode. Those suds will disappear as it spins. There's not that many. I'll go grab the sweaters, and then after this spins for a little bit, I'm gonna... Once it hits 1,000, actually, for 30 seconds, I'll turn it off, and we'll end the stream there. I've got a few things, a few requests that I gotta actually record out here. None of them are long, though. It's not gonna spin with that, that's for sure. It's gonna stop in a second. Right? Right? It's going to stop. Yes. Please, I beg, stop. You're not gonna take this to 1,000. Oh, god damn it, it's taking it to 1,000. This is not gonna go well. It's trying to take it to 1,000. It's doing it? It's doing it? What the fuck? How is this? It's on X Games mode. How? How did it just do that? Good lord. It just took that. It took that suds lock like absolutely nothing. Wow. That's absurd. And there's like nothing left. It actually just took that. Holy cow. That's insane. Anyways, probably going to end this here. Subscribe if you like washers. This won't be the last time I do it in this format. I might even do this format at a laundromat. Who knows? Anyways, see you guys around. This was a lot of fun. I'm definitely